Hello.
Hello.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to A Couple of Sassholes podcast. I'm Brooklyn Johnson.
And I'm Heather Terry.
And for anyone who is new to our podcast, this is our power hour of true crime where we talk about fucked up people doing fucked up shit, usually for fucked up reasons or sometimes for no reasons at all. And today, is it any different?
Today, it is, well, there is a reason. You're going to see twists, turns, and this is the story of Susan Kuhnhausen.
Ooh, I don't know that name, so I'm intrigued.
Yes.
I have 4,283 mosquito bites on me.
Yeah.
So it's not a rash. I want everyone who's actually watching the episode to know. But I will be scratching myself infinitely.
Yeah.
To a point where it will annoy myself, Heather, Jess, and all viewers. And I'm pretty sure, I was going to text you this last night that there was a murder in the house.
What?
But then I thought you'd actually think I meant like a real murder. There has to be a mosquito. There has to be a skeeter just attacking me.
Yeah.
Like while I'm sleeping.
The bites coming from inside the house?
Yes. Yes.
I love that you look at me like I just said something
because profound.
Yes.
It's true because I have not been frolicking in outside.
I know. We walked outside when I was at your house for like 3 seconds and you go, I got eaten up by mosquitoes. I'm like, we were outside for 0.8 seconds.
Under a minute.
Still. Yes.
And I mean, if they're out during the day, though, I've been in the garden a lot.
Yeah.
So it could be
my little garden gnome.
Okay. So there's so much crazy shit going on in the news.
Oh my God.
We're doing that like quick little tickle.
Like
we're going to tickle you with it.
Yeah. We're just going to like flick your dick for a second.
Yes.
We're going to do a little dick flick because
a little dick flick.
Yeah. A little dick flick. We don't want to like, get the whole thing in our hands.
No. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm going to flick the dick on what's going on in Michigan.
Okay.
My favorite fucking state besides Kentucky.
Okay.
Yes. So I know that everyone's kind of seen this in the news where a family essentially of 6 kids and the parents, a house was set on fire and they were like, this is sus. And then whenever they dug deeper, they literally said early in that they thought it was a murder-suicide. So this was 4 days ago from where we are today, which is July 31st. And apparently it was the father who killed himself after killing his family. So there were 4 biological kids and 2 were adopted.
That's so sad.
It is. And you have no idea why. And the family looks just unbelievably gorgeous. I hate to be that person, just be like, you look like such a happy family because they looked so happy. The husband was 47. The wife was 39. So my automatic thought, because I'm just a psychopath myself, I was like, I wonder if he had some issues with the fact that like she was younger than him. We're talking 8 years. That's not much.
No.
But he's starting to, I have no idea.
Yeah.
Right. This is pure speculation. Why would he do this besides mental health issues? But I'm like, I wonder.
There's got to be mental health issues for one.
Like usually the fathers are not the ones committing familicide like that. It's from what we've seen too. It's a lot of the moms killing the kids, having some kind of.
Yeah. I wonder what the stats are on that as far as.
Yeah. Male versus female. If it's the mom or the dad.
Because the only one I know off the top of my head is like poison. Like females are more likely to poison.
I don't know. It's just usually the moms are the ones that have postpartum or something like that. They drown the kids and then they insert whatever else happens from there. Or it's like an old WWE wrestler or a football player who had the traumatic brain injury that didn't know and then he killed his family. Yeah. Like I just have no idea what's happening on this one. And I'm obviously going to be following the case because I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
Also. The Idaho murders. So we have not talked about this one much at all.
Because I personally haven't had time to dig into all of it.
I've had the hardest time because I don't know what it is about that particular situation that rocked me.
Yeah.
Something about that one and all of them. And I obviously, because of what we do, we'd be lying if we acted like we weren't desensitized by the subject matter that we're spending countless hours talking about every week for 4 years. Yeah. Right. So, obviously.
Yeah.
And we're also horror movie buffs.
We are horror movie buffs.
Yeah, we are those
horror.
Things. Yes. Get over it. Anyway, so the Idaho murders have fucked me up so much that I specifically haven't wanted to watch it.
Yeah. Same.
At all. And I just started it yesterday.
You did?
On Netflix, I believe it was. And I was crying within like the first 20 minutes. Like
you cried?
my eyes watered. And I was like, this is why I haven't done this.
Yeah.
It is choking me up so hard. And because there's not going to be a reason. Like, I know that everyone's already watched the documentaries. I know that everyone who's probably listening to this podcast is like, how did you take one of the most tragic ones and put it on a shelf and be like, I refuse to even look at that jar?
There's certain stories that,
but I just harder. And I just believe that there's just not gonna be a reason, and it's just gonna fucking suck. And I can't even spoiler alert you, because I've only spent like truly 30 minutes, and I was
well, there's new information about that one coming out, and people are speculating that he didn't work alone and all this other stuff now. So there's a lot of stuff that's still coming out, because you remember when it first came out and hit the news, I said, I want to wait till everything comes out.
Yep.
Well, then I couldn't bring myself to do it quite yet.
Right.
And now they're saying, like, people are speculating it's like online journalists that have a ton of followers verified on Meta, blah, blah, blah. Not like somebody's mom that's like, I think that, it's like actual people, like journalists. And I'm interested to see what comes out about all that, because they have to uncover more. There's got to be a little bit more. Yeah,
the court cases have already happened.
Well, I know, but they're starting to say.
I know.
Yeah,
that's the crazy shit about it. Is the crash.
Yep.
Like, even that fucking annoying ass bitch. That bitch.
Fuck that bitch.
Like, the documentary came out and there's all this. Candy.
Yeah,
like there's a million. It's it's tantalizing as fuck, guys.
It is.
True crime is horrible, but it's also unbelievable, and you cannot help but want to know more, and why and how.
Well, you're gonna want to know more and why and how with my story today.
Ooh, unpack that suitcase.
Oh,
I'm ready to do some laundry.
I'm good. Come do my fucking laundry. Okay. This is the story, like I said, of Susan Kuhnhausen. My sources, the Willamette Week, court documents from the Clackamas County Court, the Oregon Judicial Department, NBCnews.com, allthat'sinteresting.com, and CBSnews.com. And there's a few shows too, but it'll give it away. So I'm going to tell them at the end.
Okay.
All right. Susan Walters, later Kuhnhausen, was born around 1954-55. Her parents separated when she was in second grade. And since her father was in the Air Force, she moved around a ton. Colorado, Arizona, California, Nevada.
Cool places.
Like, always changing. She was leaving friends behind, but she, had a good childhood. After graduating high school, she went on to complete her nursing degree and became a licensed registered nurse. In her late 20s, she moved to Portland, Oregon, and she loved it. She was like, this is where I want to be. She was very outgoing, fun, and she was quick to make friends. Outside looking in, the only piece missing was her love life. But she was one of those girls that didn't need a partner. Like, she's like, which is becoming more and more prevalent now. And I love that people are actually talking about it. Like, Kelly Clarkson was like, I love the fact that I'm single. I don't have to answer anybody, and I do what I want. My kids are happy. What's the problem? Like,
the best thing is to be able to handle it on your own. I just have to take 2 seconds to be like, you look really hot in those glasses. I'm really vibing those glasses super hard. I'm like, don't make too much eye contact with me right now.
Okay. These are not new, but okay.
I'm like, meow.
Oh my God, this bitch.
I see what you're trying to do today.
Live. To read this paper is what I'm trying to do with these glasses. Okay. You threw me.
I'm sorry. So she was great at being alone. So she was
one of those strong ass bitches. She didn't need a man, and she felt like her life was full. Road trips, dinners, comedy clubs. Like, she was always running around doing stuff. Like, basically what I was doing when I tripped and fell into Will.
Yeah. What we did then whenever I was still single.
Right. But her mom was like, old school, you need a man. And she's like, Mom, shut up. She was a successful ER nurse and very good at it. Like, she had a very good reputation in the ER, which kind of have to be a badass to work there, because something I read was like, an assault happens on an ER staff member like once every 2 months, like, if not more. So, like, that's the front line. A lot of drugs. Things
ER
like that.
it's
all over the board.
My thought is like, I've worked in marketing and business my whole career, and I'm always like, this isn't brain surgery. Like, her fucking job is literally life or death.
Yeah.
Every day. It's the most urgent.
A room of emergencies. Yes. I never thought about that.
Yes, you were working in
a room of emergencies.
Tons of that.
Okay, so when she was still single at age 33 in 1988, her mom and her friend were like, okay, we're over this. We're going to put a personal ad in this free newspaper. and called the Wilmette Weekly. And I'm not sure if she was on board or not, but this is
she cannot have been on board.
this is what the ad said.
Okay, I'm sorry. What year?
This is 88.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
So this is what it said. And I can tell you I would not be on board with how they worded this, me personally. Okay. It described Susan as, quote, someone different, a single white female, 33, overweight, but not over life, seeking a single man who wants more out of a relationship than just slender. They called her fat twice. Like...
Was she fat?
She was thicker, but, you know, she was okay with who she was as a human. Like, they didn't have to mention it 2 times. Like, I know it's an online ad and there was no photos, but, like, you didn't have to be
it was 88, so, I mean, that was the cocaine
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah, like, that was where I guess it was exceptionally important. Maybe it's like in 2007 when it was like, I'm not lying about my height as a guy. Right. I am actually 6'1", and then says it again, truly 6'1". Like,
right? Fuck. She got a lot of replies, but one of them stood out to her. It said, quote, hi, different. My name is Mike. I am a 39-year-old divorced white male. I enjoy most things in nature, from wandering in the ape caves at Mount St. Helens to walking on the beach at sunset. FYI, because I knew you would ask, if you don't know already, which you might, the ape caves, they sound really awesome. It's 2,000-year-old lava tube formed by flowing lava and is one of the longest volcanic caves in North America.
I'm looking.
I knew you would. And Susan's like, okay, well, that, you know, she likes to go, even though they act like she is morbidly obese, she likes to go on hikes. So
right, like I guess she can't move.
Yeah,
okay, these are pretty cool.
Yeah. Okay, so she's like, okay, Mike, you intrigued me.
Did you look it up?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I was cool. Like, what's really cool. So we live near Mammoth Cave, and me and Heather have done quite a few cave tours because we're cool besties. But this one has actual like greenery, which is
and there's
really
an easy form, like there's an easy path, and then there's one that's really treacherous, and you can do either or.
Fuck the treacherous.
Yeah. Okay. So in 1988, in January 30th, 1988, she decides to give Mike a call. She even drew a little smiley face on her day planner, like the day that they started talking, because she liked their conversation so much.
Dorbs.
Yeah. So they talked for about like 100 hours, literally, before they ever met in person, about anything and everything. And she was giddy because she was like, he actually wants to talk about deeper stuff. And she's like, that's rare. Since Mike lived in Portland too, they agreed to meet at the Crystal Springs rhododendron. How do you say that?
Rhododendron.
Yeah, those garden.
Ew.
They spent the afternoon talking, laughing, feeding the ducks, and giving the squirrels unsalted peanuts. And I thought that was a funny tidbit that was in everything I read.
That
I was like,
spectacular.
Are they watching out for their sodium intake or what? I don't know.
Well, I mean, they really should. Anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, well, I guess that's okay.
Yeah. If someone knows why, put it in the comments.
The reason they're saying it is because you're not supposed to feed wildlife in any capacity. Oh. Salted would have been a really big issue because squirrels can't have that in their digestive system. So salt is not a normal thing to be providing. Oh, like,
that's good.
Yeah. You shouldn't have popcorn on trails. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
like,
see, look, this is what happens.
This is why they're like, don't feed the wildlife. It fucks them up.
But you can feed me. Okay. So they were kind of like opposites attract situation. Like Mike was quiet, reserved. He had a few close friends, but he was a homebody. And Susan, like I said, she had a ton of friends, loved going out and doing all the things. It didn't bother Susan, though, because she could keep her independence and have Mike at the same time.
Do you have photos?
Yep. I will show you in a minute.
Oh, poo. I'm trying to paint this story. I'm trying to be in this book, and I don't have any descriptors of what they look like.
Here, I'll go ahead and show you a picture.
Thank you.
Of Susan. There's Susan, and that's later. I don't have an early photo of her.
Sweet. Okay.
Yes. Okay. So let me give you a little background about Mike Kuhnhausen. He was an orphan and adopted in 1948. He was a Vietnam veteran as a switchboard operator. Even though he told people he saw combat, he still served our country, of course. Don't get me wrong, but it's a little different when you're on the front lines and you're operating a switchboard. You know,
it depends on where they're located.
Also
if he's doing the switchboard from beyond enemy lines, then he's in it.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
I watch a lot of war movies now.
Yeah. So look, all the questions I had, she's answering. That's good.
Yay. Man, I took some caffeine today, so I'm ready.
Mine fell on my floorboard in my car. Where it will probably stay for 3 more months.
We're mentioning like caffeine pills.
Yes.
She didn't just leave her coffee on the floor.
So Mike had 2 young children that he had every other weekend from his previous marriage, but not much else is out there about his previous marriage. So they weren't wasting any time on the love front. They met in February. They moved in together in May of 1988, and they were married in Reno by December of that year. I read something that said that
in 89. So
yeah, so like they met and they started talking on the phone in January. By December, they were married. Yeah, and in Reno, he liked to gamble. She went there because she said she was gambling on getting married. Marriage is a gamble, so it was symbolic. I don't know. That's what Susan said.
Okay.
So she was a great stepmother to his kids when he had them, and life seemed good for now. Not long after they were married, Mike got a new job as a janitorial supervisor for a company called Oregon Entertainment. This was the parent company for Fantasy Adult Video.
I was like, the second you said it, I was like, porn. I have no idea why, but my head was like, I have a feeling this is porn.
Well, yeah, it was Fantasy Adult Video, which had a bunch of adult video stores around Portland. Solid. And did your video store when you were growing up, not like Blockbuster, but didn't they have like the black curtain in the back?
Yes.
Did you ever go back there?
Of course I did.
I did too. Okay.
Always.
Yeah, and you're like, hee. Like,
yes, even as a grown-ass adult.
Oh, I was. If
I went in there right now, I'd be like, hee.
I love all the names of them. Because I'm slutty for a pun.
Yes, you are.
And I just love it. Like, they always, like, it's like Forrest Hump or something. Like,
I would do anything in this world to bring back Blockbusters.
Oh, yeah.
Anything.
There's one left somewhere. It's like a museum now.
It doesn't matter if it's not fucking near me. Your Family Video, man. We had a Family Video that went out of business, and devastation.
Yeah. Well, my mom used to work for Family Video over in Tell City, Indiana. And I remember going to the tanning bed there because my age. And not recommending that, but that's when I did. And peeking behind the dirty movie section in there. And she would always tell me about the weird guys that would come in every week and get the same video.
Ew. I would have
She said this one guy
never
used to come
thought about that.
Yeah, that like actually having to walk up. She said one guy would come in every week and like creep her out and rent this like ice cream themed porn. Yeah. Anyway.
Ice cream themed.
Yeah, I don't know what it's called.
Porn.
Cones of cock. I don't know what it's called.
Oh my gosh, something creamy.
Okay.
Okay.
Rocky rode her all night long. Okay, I'm done. Okay. Okay. So Mike and Susan worked different shifts, but they were happy for a while and they settled into their routine. One day, shortly into their marriage, Mike looks at her. By the way, there's a lot of quotes in this. So Mike looks at her and he says, "Marriage changes people. Who do you think is going to change more, you or me?" Well, apparently Mike was foreshadowing for himself because it was him who did a 180.
Ah, that's terrifying. That is the scariest thing in the world. Oh my gosh.
The bait and switch.
Ugh.
So he got even more introverted, stopped going hiking and doing things with her basically at all. He stopped trying with her. Like he was sweet and doting and he was just kind of like, here we are. And seemed unhappy about everything. He used to say this all the time besides calling, he was a self-proclaimed asshole. He's like, I'm just an asshole. It's like, dude,
go fuck off.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just a Virgo.
Yeah.
Eat a dick.
Yeah. So he used to say all the time, quote, life is a shit sandwich. Every day you take another bite until you die. It's like, okay, Mike, like.
That is the worst viewpoint of anything in the world, especially whenever we're talking 80s, early 90s.
Yeah. And Susan
like this
life.
Is not the Great Depression. Oh my God.
He had a job. His wife had a great job. He was happy.
He had a wife.
Kids. Yeah. Like
grab some Prozac and shut the fuck up.
Yeah. And she was so loved to live life. So then she's got this big sack of mopey potatoes. I just spit so far. You got this big sack. I was talking and it spit and it
darn.
flew. Yeah. But like that would just suck Because like you and I love to live life, and then you think you have a partner after so long, and it's her first marriage, and then she's like
so excited about nature and doing stuff with you,
and he's like, "Oh, that's a shit sandwich. Fuck off, Mike."
That would suck.
Yeah,
so bad.
Yeah, so he got very controlling because he was fucking miserable, so he wanted to drag her down with him. He would bitch if she went out with her friends or did anything, criticized her every time she spent a dime. Even though she made more money than he did. She didn't rub it in his face, but she made more money than him. And he'd be like, oh, so you went to dinner? You just think you can buy whatever you want? She's like,
oh, no.
Dinner? Yeah, I'm going to go to dinner.
I can.
I do. Go fucking mop up your shit, whatever. Anyway, okay. So
go mop up your tears in the kitchen. Bitch.
Jeez. Okay.
This guy sucks.
Oh, yeah, just wait. So
Stupid Mike.
He chugged Diet Cokes and chain smoked all day.
Okay. So he was a diva.
Yeah.
He was a sassy, angsty 17-year-old.
Yeah. So
in 2004.
Right.
That is who he is.
Yeah.
He drank Diet Coke, chain smoked cigarettes, and thought the world was against him.
Right.
Oh, pussy.
So so he's sitting there doing all of this, and Susan, she ain't no little bitch. Like,
no.
Susan's like, so when she's like, bro, you spend $2,000 a year in cigarettes, like $2,000 a year, and he's like, oh no, but I have an addiction. Shut your mouth.
I have an addiction to fine dining.
Yeah. Like, yeah. And she goes, cool, I'm addicted to going out every now and then, is what she said.
Good for her.
Susan's brother worked for the VA, and he said he thought that Mike was suffering from untreated PTSD. Her friends noticed it too, and said that they would call her on the phone, and he would be like listening, and she'd be like, oh, Mike's here. And they're like, why can I not just talk to you without your husband hovering over?
Oh my God.
And she this is my personal opinion. I read nothing that says this in writing, but I think from my research that I did that she felt guilty and was trying to make it work because she thought he did have PTSD and was like, felt bad for leaving, all that stuff. Plus she also had a full life. So she was just trying to make it work.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day,
kids were involved. She
well,
loved
you get
kids.
married and you're like, I'm here for better or for worse.
Yeah. So she was trying. This went on for years. So by the summer of 2005, Susan's like, oh, dude, I'm over your shit. I've done this for years. Mike was checked out mentally. He was paranoid at this point and obviously got even more negative, and she could not take it anymore. One thing I read said that they didn't have sex anymore. And one time she tried to kiss him, he burped in her face. I would have punched him in the nose. And she was like, you're disgusting. Yeah. So, yes.
I don't know. I'm usually not the one to hop on the divorce wagon.
But this one, I'm like, you got to go.
Yeah, I'm out.
Like, the stepkids will still talk to you.
You won't even fuck me. Fuck off.
You won't fuck me when I try to kiss you. You burp in my mouth. Like, that's gross.
Yeah, no, I'm out.
Yeah.
I opt out
and
of
wait,
that
and when you see him, I'll show you a photo in a second. You'll be like, that thing burped in my mouth. Okay, so then she was like, he wouldn't do couples counseling either because he said it, quote, didn't work in his first marriage. And then she's like, okay, well, we're going to couples counseling or I'm leaving you. And Mike went, but he just sat there. Like, he tried to go. And then she finally realized that Mike was lying, manipulative, controlling, narcissist, and there was no saving what they once had at the very beginning. So after 17 years of this. Yeah, 17 years.
I'm sorry. I am so sorry.
17 years. She tried for 17 years because it was young kids, I think, personally.
They weren't even hers.
Mm-hmm.
It's his. At the end of the day, you didn't adopt him.
17 years, man.
The fuck?
After 17 years, she chose her own happiness over that asshole and kicked him out.
I thought you were legit going to be like, so after 3 months.
No, this was years. They would meet occasionally for the kids and grandkids because his kids had kids at this point. And she was still their stepmom and stepgrandma, and she cared about them a ton. Like, they were her family. They still attended family functions together, which I get because my parents divorced after 19 years and they used to go to like each other's family things. So, I mean, it makes sense to us, but here's a photo of them together.
It's like, that don't make no sense.
Like, okay. He looks like he hates his life, in my opinion.
Yeah. Okay. I think her ad made sense. Like the ad was like, she's not a looker.
Yeah.
Like I'm not trying to be a dick.
Yeah.
But she's not a looker.
She's not
and
a size
she
2.
was a very her weight has nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
Like she's just not a looker.
Yeah.
I mean
that's
that
not
adds
a great,
to it. Yes.
That's not a great. That's the only photo I could find of them.
Yeah, which means that there wasn't a ton of great ones, sister.
Oh yeah.
Like, but I wonder too if that's like, I don't know, because she had such a strong life before. Why she would put up with like a dude that literally looks like he smells like cigarettes and salami.
He looks like he smells like an adult family.
He looks like he has an ugly penis.
I just said adult family movie store. That doesn't make any sense. Did you just say he has an ugly penis?
What the fuck are you on that you said he looks like an adult family
He
movie?
looks like he smells like an adult film store, but I said adult family store, which is not a thing. Don't come at me.
I don't know. I just like
He looks like he smells.
I guess in my mind I was just like she had so much confidence in her own life that she didn't need a guy.
Right.
So she should have never felt like she couldn't do better.
Yeah.
Like if it was a different woman, I'd be like, well, maybe she just felt like she couldn't do better because she wasn't a knockout.
Right. But I don't know.
Which once more does not your appearance does not fucking rule who you are.
Right. She had a great life before.
Exactly.
So it's so sad that she let him weigh her down is what sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but she finally said enough was enough. Okay. Cut to September 6th, 2006. Susan's 51. She's an ER nurse. She's crushing it. She and Mike have been married for 18 years. She comes home to an empty home after a long shift because she had kicked him out the previous year.
Okay. I was like, wait.
Yeah. But it just wasn't on paper yet. So they were on their way to divorce per Susan's wishes. And Mike was like, no, you're not going to betray me or abandon me like that. And she's like, you're cute. Yes, I am. Like we're getting a divorce. In the month prior, she was getting her ducks in a row. She was separating the finances, living independently from Mike, and excited about her future and starting over. She was getting ready to leave town the next day for a nursing convention. So she called Mike around 3:00 that day and said, can you feed the cats while I was gone? She said he sounded super annoyed that she'd even called him at all. And he said, I'm stressed out. So over what? Who knows? He's like, I'm stressed out. So I'm heading to the beach for a few days. And I left you a note at the house.
Oh, like she can't like fucking have a meal out with friends, but he's just going to head to the beach.
Yeah, exactly. On her way home from work, Susan went to the salon and she was like, okay, I'm starting my new life. I want a new cut and color.
Love that.
Stella got her groove back. And her hairstylist was like, she felt so great when she left. She's excited talking about her future and like at 51, she's like, fuck it. Here I go again.
I feel like at 51, the only hairstyle was the hairstyle that she had in that photo. Please insert that photo again.
Oh, yeah.
Because that feels 100% the Golden Girls.
Oh, yeah.
So
oh, yeah. So she went home around 6 p.m., entered through the back of the house in their mudroom. She saw the note that Mike had said he had written, and it said, quote, Sue, haven't been sleeping, had to get away, went to the beach, see you Friday or Saturday, love me. She's like, cool, I don't care. You're not going to feed my cats. I don't care where you're at. You're not my problem. Yeah. So she disarmed the security system and went inside. She walked to the front. She grabbed the mail off the porch. She was flicking through that. And then she looks up casually when she comes back in the house and she sees that her bedroom was dark and it was only 6:30. And she's like you. She opens the blinds when she gets up, or the curtains.
I love that you know that.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm like,
you've told me that before.
Golly, I love so much that you know that.
Yeah. So she was like, why is my bedroom dark? It's only 6:30. And she had this weird feeling. Then all of a sudden, a man suddenly rushes from her bedroom wearing a baseball hat pulled down over his face with long hair tucked under it. He had on yellow gloves and he was holding a red and black claw hammer. So you come home out of nowhere, getting your mail, feeling yourself, and then you're like, this dude fucking runs at you. That's terrifying. She screamed, but he didn't say anything. He just hit her in the left temple. Like, I can't get over how scary this was. Because I've been on the phone with you when you come home, and then it'd be like someone just charging you.
Oh my God, it's
yeah.
No.
So Susan staggered back, and then fight or flight kicked in. Keep in mind that Susan had worked in the ER for 30 years, so she's calm under pressure, and she had been assaulted 2 times while on duty already.
God, she's so awesome.
She'd been trained in self-defense and advocated around the state of Oregon for other training for nurses and to take down disgruntled and drugged out patients in situations when necessary. So Susan said, fuck this.
So she can handle people on methadone. Like she can handle the most terrifying of humans, which are people who are on speed and uppers.
Right.
God, she's so cool.
I know. Susan said, fuck this. And she fought back. She decided not to listen to her instincts and create distance between her and the hammer because he would have more room for momentum.
Yeah. God, she's smart.
Yeah. So she was about 5 inches shorter than this man who seemed excited that she was fighting back. She said, like, he seemed like, oh,
she
here
said,
we go.
I hope that means she lived.
Yeah. So.
Yay.
Fuck.
Yay. I've been hoping this whole time that she lived.
I didn't mean
because
to
she
show
just
my
seems really badass.
I quit the podcast. I'm done. I didn't mean to do that.
I love it.
This
I
is
love
what happens.
knowing that she, okay, good.
Yeah, spoiler alert.
Good.
She ends up saying later because she lived. Okay, so she outweighed him. And this is not with fat shaming. I'm just saying the fact. So she was like, okay. And she slams her body into him as hard as she can. So this man is coming at her with a hammer. And he looks like happy that she's like, oh, you want to dance? And he hit her in the head already with the fucking hammer on the temple. And she charged him. Like, and was like, fuck you. He shoved back into the wall and he goes, the only words he said the whole time, you're strong. So she shoved him back and she's screaming at him, what do you want? Who are you? He hit her in the face twice with his fist. He split her lip and then she fell on the floor. She said she saw him standing over her, holding the hammer above his head. And without thinking, she somehow pulled his ass to the ground. She started biting his arm and in the side and everywhere she could in the scuffle to leave teeth marks on him. Because this is the sad part. She thought, I'm going to die. I want them to be able to prove this. So she bit him everywhere she could.
Smart.
And then Susan.
Smart.
Yeah, she's so brave too, like, and smart. So during this, she also was reaching into his pockets trying to find something to throw under the bed, like his keys or an ID. Like he's on her and she thinks she's going to die and she's trying to throw stuff. So the cops can find
I would
it.
be, just as another like piece of, this is fucking terrible to say, get their DNA underneath your fingernails. We always say that. Like the number one thing is like scratch them.
Yeah.
In any capacity, get DNA underneath your fingernails.
Oh, she was, yeah. So she somehow got that. She got the hammer, hit him, and then he got it back from her. She grabbed his throat and squeezed as hard as she could. And she yelled, who sent you? Who sent you here? Like she's choking him out. So he was trying to flip her over because he's like, oh my God, she's fighting me. But she used her self-defense training and ended up pinning him down, grabbing him with her legs and wrapping her arm around his throat in the tightest grip possible. By the way, again, 51 years old.
I mean, that's nothing.
I know, but
that's
like
you in like a few years.
Yeah. Oh God. I quit. Why you gotta do that?
Because
no,
it's not,
I know what you mean. I know
yeah,
what you
like
mean.
we're still agile beings.
But still. And then she yelled, she's grabbing his throat with in that wrestling move.
I'm more impressed that she was able to take down a male, take everything else outside of it, but they tend to weigh more than us and take weight again out of it.
Right.
But like, and height, I don't know. They're just innately stronger.
Yeah.
That's all I can say is they're innately stronger. So the fact that she's able,
to,
and this dude had a weapon,
yeah,
had knocked her in her fucking temple with a hammer.
She's a badass.
And she is like fucking Tai Chiing in between his like fucking cage fighting him.
Yeah. She's like, I'm going to die and I'm going to go down with the fight if I do. Like,
and then even in all of that being like, I'm going to make sure that it's obvious that he's the one that did it, even as she's beating his ass.
Right.
Like,
I love her.
I'm about to get her fucking face tattooed on my calf.
Like, no, that's what you're supposed to do if I die.
Go her.
Yeah. So she's choking him now. And she yelled, tell me who sent you and I'll call you a fucking ambulance. And then she's got her, and he didn't say anything. She's like, tell me and I'll do it.
Isn't she choking him out?
Yeah, but he didn't even make a move to talk. He was just sitting there like, choke me out, fucking idiot. So she tightened her grip even farther because he wouldn't answer her. And she was getting mad. By the way, this was 14 minutes of her fighting for her life. It would feel like the longest 14 minutes.
That would feel like 4 hours.
Yeah. It would feel like the longest 14 minutes.
I say that I have no clue. But my assumption.
I mean, I think 14 minutes on like, I would say the treadmill, but I don't run. If I ran on the treadmill, that would feel 14 microwave minutes. Okay. So the 14 minutes, he wouldn't say anything. She kept tightening her grip like, I'm told you, tell me who it was. When the man stopped fighting, she grabbed the hammer and ran barefoot to her neighbor Dennis's house. She was yelling, Dennis, open up. I was attacked and I think I might have killed the guy, like beating on his door. So this bloody woman comes to your door with a hammer and screaming, I think I just killed somebody. I got attacked. She's bloody? Like, yeah, she's bloody, yeah.
From the
bloody and barefoot from the hammer and him punching her and everything.
Got it.
Yeah. So his wife, Dennis's wife, answered and is like, she ran and called 911. The dispatcher is like, put her on the phone. The neighbor goes, well, she's a nurse and she's bleeding, but she's saying call an ambulance because her attacker might be dead. So even after all this, she's still concerned about that person. When the police arrived, they
no, I mean, Babe, I don't know that's, she's just making sure that they bring the appropriate humans.
That's true.
She's also a nurse.
Yeah.
So I don't think that's that she gave two fucks about her attacker. I think she was doing her job.
Yeah, that's true.
Like that she couldn't turn that off if she wanted to.
Yeah.
And she also does not know the damage done to her face.
True. You're right. So when the police arrived, they confirmed that she had in fact killed her attacker. They took Susan to the hospital, who was pretty rough shape, but she had survived. Her friend Helen came to check on her at the hospital, and Susan asked, do you think Mike could have done this? And the attacker was a 59-year-old man named Edward Haffey. And here's a photo of Edward.
So this whole time, guys, it took so deep into this for me to realize that in my mind, he had a ski mask on and he didn't just have a hat on.
Nope.
And like, whenever it said long hair, I was like, wig.
Yeah, I thought so too when I was
researching. Voice, her saying who sent you the whole time felt very mob. And I never once didn't stop to realize likely the hat is off his head. She is seeing his face and she knows indeed that he has said, you're strong, that she knew it wasn't Mike.
Yeah. Yes, I still got to surprise you. Stories. I got to surprise you. Yes.
I feel bad that this guy died.
Right.
I do feel bad, but I mean, he tried to kill somebody.
So here, this is a picture.
I feel bad because he had no skin in the game.
Yeah.
That he was so.
I'll tell you more.
Stupid that he.
I will tell you more. So.
I'll shut up.
No, I just meant I'm going to
I know, I need to stop talking.
I'm going to check all those boxes.
Wonder Boy Media is not only the proud producer of this glorious magic imploring your ear holes right now, but they're also a big deal.
Get in touch with them today to make all of your dreams a freaking reality.
From using their bangin' ass podcast studio,
where we are right now,
to creating amazing videos and editing our content like the mystical mavericks they are.
Your podcast can go further when you have a Wonder Boy.
Hit up Drew today at wboymedia.com.
Or text him day or night at 270.
Just kidding.
Does your face look like a mugshot lately?
Then it is officially time for you to visit Hatef Aesthetics in Owensboro, Kentucky or Nashville, Tennessee.
That's right. Go see our girl Amber Teasley and her team because they'll have your face and your skin look like a damn filter.
And their staff is absolutely amazing. It's like a mini Botox party, which personally is my favorite. You leave looking fresher and you don't have a hangover.
Another good thing is that if you go in there and you tell them that a couple of Sassholes sent you, get 15% off of everything.
That's unbelievable. So if you have been considering getting that glow up and making that ex jealous, it's time.
So they ran Edward's background check, and he was a Vietnam veteran with a rap sheet, including robbery, burglary, and a charge from 1991, conspiracy to commit murder, when he was involved in killing his 39-year-old ex-girlfriend, Georgia Lee Dutton.
Okay, well then
so he's not a good human.
I mean, he can't be a good human.
Yeah.
If he was like, sure, I'll go kill your wife.
So Georgia, his ex, had threatened to report him and two friends for making and selling meth. He had helped plan her murder and took a plea deal of 9 years of his 12-year sentence and was released 3 years before Susan's attack. So his ex-girlfriend did get killed and he got a plea deal and only served 9 years for it, even though he planned it all. I don't understand why that's not more. It bothers me that it's more.
That's insane. For you to even imply in any fucking way, shape, or form that a person's life is worth 9 years or 12 years.
Yeah. It was supposed
an eye for a fucking eye, people.
I just don't understand.
If it is proven that you did it, no.
I'm assuming it's a plea deal, so he probably testified against the people who actually committed the murder, blah, blah, blah. I don't know, but sometimes plea deals really piss me the fuck off. So,
99.9% of the time they piss me off.
Yeah. Oh, and guess where Edward Haffey worked? As a custodian for Fantasy Video. Mike was his boss.
Oh, jeez.
Helen went to Susan's because her, after the police did their search, blah, 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 her friend went to her house because Susan's still in the hospital to grab some stuff for her. And in the basement, she noticed a backpack and was like, why is that there? In the backpack, Helen found $200 in cash, a container of Hershey syrup, diabetes medication,
to go along with the Hershey syrup.
A pay stub for Edward Haffey from Fantasy Video, and a day planner. How the cops missed this, I don't know. Because if her friend walks in and is like, what's that backpack? She wasn't rooting around for it. It was out. So anyway, I'm going to leave that where it lies. So she found a day planner in there as well. On September 4th, 2006, 2 days before Susan was attacked in her home, Edward had written, quote, call Mike in the planner with Mike's cell phone number on a folder inside. So literally it was like a bundled up bow of evidence that was missed. Anyway, so Edward's autopsy revealed that he had nearly a lethal dose of cocaine in his system. So not only is he a man and older and stronger than her, probably by physicality and science, he was almost dead from cocaine. So he had cocaine rage on top of...
Yeah, I'm literally like, if he would have attacked any other person...
Yeah, that wasn't trained like she was.
They would have died.
Yeah. Like, no wonder he got excited. He was coked out of his mind.
Yeah.
Like when she was like, oh, I'm going to fuck you up. And he was on coke. So.
Golly, she is so badass.
Oh,
and now I want to get trained in that.
Right? I know.
I don't think I can just like Google.
She's like, I watched
meth addicted fighting training classes. Like, what is that?
So the police needed to find Mike immediately. He had a credit card charge on September 6th for a hotel that was 2 hours away on the Oregon coast that afternoon, the afternoon she was attacked, but it was one of those by the hour places. On September 7th, he bought a gun from a Portland pawn shop with that same credit card. On the 8th, Mike had dropped off a note to his daughter Angela's house that said, quote, all I ever wanted was to be loved. And every time I had it, I fucked it up. And he left. So he went over there, handed her a note, and he was like, I have to go. And that's what it said.
I would be so weirded out if my dad gave me that.
Yes. Well, I thought about that too. And it's like, well, I mean, he was still her dad, but she saw him twice a month. So,
and I'm just like, were you a good dad to me? Like when he says that, it doesn't feel like it's aimed towards his daughter. It seems like it was aimed towards his ex-wives.
Yeah.
Which feels gross.
Yeah. It's very weird. So on September 13th, they found Mike sitting in the parking garage of Kaiser Sunnyside Medical Center. He said he was checking himself in and had nothing to live for anymore. After an 11-hour psych hold, they arrested him for conspiracy to commit murder. Now, when they arrested him, he said, quote, you're not going to believe my side of the story. It's so fucking off the wall. They're like, dude, we know Ed works for you. He said, no, well, okay, he does, but that doesn't mean I did anything because he works for me. And they're like, shut up. His bail was set originally for $2 million and got lowered to $1 million, which obviously he didn't have. At Susan's house, there had been no forced entry. Mike had disabled the alarm to let Ed Haffey in and went to the beach to give himself an alibi. Since Susan had fought off and killed Ed, the investigators needed more to solidify their case because obviously Ed couldn't speak to what happened. Former cellmate of Ed Haffey's, the man who attacked her, he came forward and he said that Ed had asked him to stage a burglary for insurance money and he had agreed. So when Ed and this cellmate went to meet the man, his name was Mike Kuhnhausen. Mike said, I'll give you $5,000 to kill my wife. And he was like, I thought we were doing a burglary. No, I'm not doing that. Like, but thanks, but no, I'm good. I just want to steal some shit. Another person came forward and said that he'd met with a man in an Applebee's parking lot about a hit. And by this time, Mike's photo was on the news because they were looking for him. So like, and someone else saw it on the news and recognized him. A friend of Ed Haffey's came in to the police station and he said, Ed was bragging, saying he was going to get $50,000 to kill Mike's wife, $25,000 up front and $25,000 after she was dead. Now, I wanted to know why and how the fuck Mike had any money, like, because he didn't make as much money as her. But apparently he was getting $5,000 a year in bonus and he wasn't telling her. So he was squirreling away money.
Oh, I just figured it would be life insurance and then selling the house and him getting all the profits.
Yeah, but since he had to give him 25 up front already before he went, like,
true.
So I'm like, but yeah, they found out that after looking that he was
true. I'm like,
getting
fuck,
$5,000
like,
a
I need
year.
25,000 right now. I'd be like,
I know, and he's bitching at her for going to get some fucking apps and a drink with her friends, but you can hide $5,000 a year from me. Fuck off, Mike.
I'm amazed that he was able to like
not spend it. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Diet Coke and cigs, man.
I mean, fuck. That means only 3,000 after his sig situation.
So money was one of Mike's motives because he'd lost his job, and the divorce would leave him without his breadwinner and his cigs and his Diet Cokes. Is what I heard. So he wasn't even. I don't know if she changed this or not. He wasn't even Susan's beneficiary on her life insurance. Her brother was.
I am sure this smart ass woman who I'll never understand why she put up with him for so long, even if it was for these stepkids that they only have 50% of the time.
Mm-hmm. Actually, like 25. Yeah, like
no,
every other
20%.
Yeah.
I don't know math. 10%.
Math and facts. That's why everybody's here.
Like 8%. I don't fucking know the percentage. But like I just like in my mind it just that shocks me because then she would have adopted him or something like which I don't even know she couldn't have done because I would have renounced the mom. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know. I just can't wrap my head around the why she would stay with him that long.
Right.
Genius though that he wasn't the beneficiary, and I'm sure when she was like he just sucks.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So it was her brother, but he would get her house if she died, and it was paid off and worth $300,000.
Oh, they had a paid off house. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's so hot.
Yeah. So
go then, man.
Mike was also very, like I said, controlling, possessive of Susan. So when she said she was officially leaving him, he fucking lost it. And she had kicked him out too. So he had told his daughter's boyfriend, quote, "I couldn't face losing everything again like I did in my first divorce. Anyone willing to kill my wife will be well compensated." Editor's note from me. I don't know why the boyfriend didn't tell the cops that he said this. I think he thought he was joking. Like, in passing. It's a weird fucking joke. I don't think it's funny, but I can't understand why the boyfriend didn't say anything to anyone. But anyway.
Agreed.
So the hammer used in Susan's attack was left in the bathroom from a remodel. So it's like he just picked it up when he was there before she got there. Like he didn't even come, the coked out Ed didn't even have it with him. He got it at the house.
Wow, zero preparation. That's why I was wondering why the fuck it was a
claw hammer.
A claw hammer. Yeah. Like that, I mean a knife.
Yeah, no.
That would have been easier.
Yeah, he was on coke and was like, "Oh good, I found this hammer." The plan was to stage a burglary gone wrong, but little did they know that Susan was a fucking badass. In August of 2007, Mike pled guilty to conspiracy to commit murder. In court, Susan got to speak like they always do. She stared at Mike the entire time for over an hour. She held up a photo of her beaten face to a bloody pulp, and she said, quote, "I am damaged by what you've done to me. I am damaged, but I am not destroyed." She also said, quote, "At least if I had thought you deserved," or let me start over. Then she said, quote, "At least if I had thought you deserved to die, I would have had half the balls to kill you myself." And I fucking love Susan. I love her.
Golly, she's the tits.
I know. Mike's response when asked if he wanted to say anything, he said, quote, "I've hurt a lot of people in the last year, and I'm sorry." Susan out loud, she goes, "Ha!" Like in the courtroom. Here's a picture of her in court that I had to show you, holding up a picture of her.
I was kind of hoping to be able to see the
I know
just the damage of how she was able to do that.
And that's not even the worst photo. I saw it, like if you Google it, you can find pictures of her in the hospital. Like
poor girl.
But she held that photo. I love that she stared
looks
at him.
So badass though.
Yeah. Too. Like she just stared at him.
We never get stories like this.
I know. But she got her ass beat and she still did that, you know?
With a hammer by a coked out man.
I know. So, okay. Mike only got 10 years in prison. So he's out now.
Apparently that's what you get for that shit.
And he's laying low, and I couldn't figure out where he was, but I hope his fucking life sucks so bad.
I mean, it did when it was great. So.
Yeah, right.
I can only assume after he's gotten anal for 10 years, it's not as great as he once was.
He looks dirty. Ain't nobody trying to hold his pocket.
You're right.
Yeah.
He is not the one that they're like, fresh meat.
Oh, yeah. They're like, spam?
Oh.
Yeah. I always go by the rule that if your public like features are not well kept up, I don't want to see what's not in public view.
Yes.
Because it's welcome to the jungle down there. Yeah. I didn't say it was pretty. I'm just stating, call it like I see him. Okay. Susan was quoted afterwards saying, quote, she was being punished for picking a bad husband. And she, quote, felt like a broken plate that had been glued back together.
Mm.
By the way, the day after Mike was arrested, she filed for divorce and officially changed her name.
Good for her.
She almost picked Susan Strong, which was the only 2 words that Ed Haffey said to her during her attack was, "You're strong." But ultimately, she went back to her maiden name of Walters. But she almost picked Susan Strong, which I kind of wish she would have. But
oh my God, I think
she
that's
was close
so
with
cheesy. I love that you're like, I love that. I'm like, that. No.
Well, Susan also sued Mike for emotional distress, not because she wanted a dime from him, but she wanted to make sure he was broke and he couldn't hire anyone else to kill her.
Yes.
She also wanted to make sure that when she sold her house, she didn't have to give him any money. She was like, no. So
I'd have to struggle on that one actually, because knowing that he only got 10 years and you don't know, I couldn't imagine changing my name. Like, I love being Brooklyn Johnson. I love being Brooklyn Maple. I love being Brooklyn. But like, I almost ponder for her if she didn't feel like she had to do like an identity change and like change her entire name and move somewhere else.
That's, yeah. But, okay. Susan was never proud of killing her attacker.
Of course.
But she also said she wasn't shameful.
Good.
She said, quote, "The worst of this is not that somebody tried to kill me, but that I had to kill someone else to survive. But I have no shame in this because I did not choose this death for him. I chose my life."
Good for her. Because I literally thought the same thing. Like, not only did he
made her a killer.
He tried to kill her, obviously, but he made her a killer.
And she was a saver of lives. Like,
yes.
She was, so,
Once more, fucking hell, she's so badass. And truly, if that would have happened to anyone else, unfortunately, this story wouldn't be the same.
Right. Okay. Susan was awarded the Civilian Medal of Honor by the Portland Police Department for saving her own life. And here's a photo of her with how happy she is getting the award and everything. She's so cute. I love her.
She does look really sweet.
Okay.
I mean, is this guy into her?
He does look like he's sniffing her hair. Maybe we should ask.
Look at her go.
So Edward Haffey, the attacker, his aunt wrote Susan a letter in 2010 that said, quote, "Although this was a terrible thing that happened, no one in this family has any bad feelings towards you. You did what you were forced to do, and in doing so, you spared many others from the same trauma you experienced." So that gave me goosebumps when I heard it, because it's like just imagine feeling guilty, even though you shouldn't. You're still going to feel guilty because you took a life. And then his family being like, you saved other people probably. So, and we forgive you.
Yeah, like I couldn't fathom. Yeah. Rumination is my favorite thing. So I would just be in a padded cell.
Yeah, you would.
At that point. So I'm like, go. That's so kind of that family to take the time to be like, hey.
Right.
My nephew was a dickwad. Yeah. And he was an utter piece of shit.
Yeah.
The whole family over here is like, rock on, Susan Strong. We're on Team Suze.
Team right Suze. Susan continued working in the same ER. The only thing she did was sell the house and move to a different house. She stayed in the same area. She has become a huge advocate for victims of violent crimes and domestic violence. In 2017, she worked with the county DA's office to create and launch Case Companion, which is a free online source that explains criminal justice processes to people because it's complicated. And it helps victims track their cases, their attackers release details, probation hearings, all that stuff, which is amazing.
Yeah.
Because it's probably, I've never had to navigate that, but it's probably difficult to even keep up with that, because they're not always going to reach out to you if somebody attacked you or raped you, and then they're going to get out with these little 9-year ass fucking
I mean, there's a requirement that if, and I only know this from a book I read, but there's a requirement that if someone's in jail for assaulting you, their PO officer's required annually to contact you.
Yeah.
And let you know where they are.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. They, okay. She's also worked with several organizations and done a lot of good as a survivor. She was a good human before her attack, and then she came out even stronger one after. Her story was featured on an episode of I Survived, and you need to watch it. Like, I'm obsessed with
What's
Susan.
that on?
I Survived, I think HBO Max.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about HBO Max.
But you can also YouTube it. It's on YouTube too. So, but like, I'm obsessed with Susan. She's a shining example of that. Even after suffering insane violence, it's possible that you can reclaim your life. And that is the story of the attempted murder of Susan Kuhnhausen by her shitbag husband, Mike Kuhnhausen, and the death of her attacker, Edward Haffey.
It's amazing that you're like how she reclaimed her life for 14 minutes of her life.
Mm-hmm.
Like for an event that was 14 minutes.
Right. I didn't even think
it
about
changed everything.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
I didn't think
How
about
sad and terrible.
How sad and terrible.
It's before this and then after that.
Right.
And that's what just sucks about life and how the chapters change and what ends up being a bookend
Yeah.
to a whole new start of something else.
Right.
Because you never fucking know it.
Yeah. And she
It's
was ready for
terrible.
her life to change, but in a positive way. That's what
I mean, but
the
didn't it?
timing. Yeah, it did. But the timing of it to where she literally had gotten her hair done and was like, Stella's getting my groove back. I'm going to divorce fucking shitbag Mike. And here I go again. I'm 51 years young and here I go. And then she still doesn't move. She lives in the same place. She's turned into a big
Which is smart
advocate.
because it's like that just proves in her mind that she's like, I don't have to run from his choice.
Right.
Like another, wow,
Yeah.
that's so strong. And she is a hero.
Yeah.
And like at the end of the day, if you were in that situation, as long as you felt safe, that's all that matters, you know?
This is a funny tidbit that I
Real quick, sorry. And there's no way that Mike's going to come after her because he knows he's going to get his ass beat.
Oh God! Right? God.
Sorry.
No. So I was listening to something this morning after I wrote that, and that she was still working in the ER, and somebody that was in there for drugs, and they were trying to calm him down. He goes, "I'll snap your neck and don't even think about it." And she was walking off, and she goes, "Honey, you might want to Google me before you go making threats like that," and walked out of the room. And then one guy goes, "What does she mean?" And he looked her up and she didn't tell anybody. She just was like, "You might want to Google me before you go tell me you're going to snap my neck." I was like, good for you, Susan.
Jeez.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah.
It's a wild story.
Yeah. Well, I switched a couple days ago, even though I was going to do another one because.
Is that the one that you scheduled for the following?
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this must be you told me you pivoted, which Heather likes to do.
Yeah.
Because it's hard.
Yeah.
Randomly,
it's very hard.
you can't find the right information too, or you're like, I am reading this and I'm getting contradictory information across like 8 platforms.
Yeah.
Though I love the story, I cannot make sense of what really, really happened, you know?
Yep.
So I was wondering, I was like, she already has her next one picked out.
Well, Kelly, from Toxic, Kelly, our friend Kelly, it was a year ago. 1 year ago, it popped up on my time hop and I saw her face and she was doing the promo for us and everything. And I was like, and she's a badass survivor.
Oh, yes.
So then that made me, whenever I saw this, I was like, oh, I got to do this one. Cause I just, it's
almost in honor of our girl.
Yeah. Cause like there's more Kellys out there. So we can share a story like fucking Susan. I love her. Susan, if you're watching, we love you.
You are a badass.
We want you to come on our show.
More than anything.
Oh my gosh,
that would
do
be fantastic.
I'm gonna slide into her DMs.
So she was 51 in 2006.
Yes.
Yeah, she ain't gonna.
She's retired. She's retired, but she still does all the like public speaking engagements and everything.
Good. I was like, I wonder how much she really wants to. Once more too, it's like at what point do you want to just stop? That you're like, I no longer want to be defined by this.
Right.
I'm done. Like,
yeah, the fact that she could do separation of church and state, like she still, because she said that one of the coworkers, whenever she said you might want to Google me, he didn't know anything about it, and he'd worked with her. And the older one was like, look,
I mean, what are you supposed to do?
Yeah,
like who would bring that up in conversation?
Yeah,
like unless you're just a douche canoe. Like somebody says something, and you're just like, I just want to let you know I killed a guy one time. Unless they were like, man, I bet it would take a long time to choke someone to death. And you're like, yeah, about 8 minutes.
Right.
When I did it, it was about 6 minutes, I think.
I want to take the Susan Kuhnhausen or Susan Walters. That's her
Yes,
name now.
the Susan Walters.
I want to take the
training
Susan
course.
Walters self-defense course. My God.
Me too.
To wrap some dude with your legs and just be like, poof, like.
I'm glad like to know that, because I'm like, that makes sense. Your legs are your strongest body part.
Right.
And so it makes sense.
And the fact that she thought.
Usually if you get to the ground, the biggest thing is in a fight, never let them get you to the ground.
Yeah.
And she was like, oh, no, that's where my leverage is.
Yeah. And the fact that I lost my train of thought.
I wish you could get back on it. Shoot you, motherfucker.
Listen, I just delivered. I
You
left,
did.
I
That
left
was a
it
great
all.
story.
I left it all on the field.
Good.
Coach.
I'm glad.
I left it all on the field.
Well, I picked my story for next week, and mine is horrendous and terrible, and it's gonna not like. I like that and I understand
It's
a life
so
was
sad
lost. That
a
is
life
so
was lost.
sad.
But he was also an attacker, so it's hard to be too sad about. And he already had someone else killed. So.
Yes.
I call it the Dexter mentality. It's like Dexter. It's like you're like rooting for that, even though death is always bad. But you're like, I'm not gonna lose sleep over that one.
Yeah. No.
Because he tried to kill her and he killed somebody else. So
Yes.
he sucks.
Yes. As you made me lose my train of thought.
Thinning out the herd.
Fuck.
We're
no, but like that was sad. But like this was still. It's a survival story,
right?
At the end of the day, and mine is not going to be a survival story.
Well,
so
your words,
I'm happy that you were able to do that for this one, because I'm about to fuck y'all in the ass next week.
Well, last week I talked about like BDSM and leather hoods, so I feel like I needed to pivot.
Yeah, I'm going to do something really soft the week after that, because I've literally been looking at it, and I told Jess and Heather whenever I walked in, I was like, we're not going to be the same people after my next week's story. So
we rarely are.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Don't forget, rate, review, subscribe.
That's true. Get tickets to our live.
I was going to say this would have gone out after we announced our live show.
Oh my gosh. Flannel and Felonies at the River Park Center. Tickets are only $35. Hopefully by now when this comes out, they're already sold out.
That would be fantastic.
Like, you probably already missed your shot. So don't even worry about it. Like,
no, 100%.
Just kidding. Do it.
Check us out on our Facebook. The event page will be up, and then the tickets will be on sale. So make sure you do it. The River Park Center.
September 27th.
Hold on. What's the River Park Center? What's that place called in it?
It used to be called the Ghost Light Lounge.
And so they change it every season. It's one of those really, really cool, fun pop-up bars.
Uh-huh.
So it's always beautifully themed. And we'll be, of course, beautifully themed. We're going to have some great merch, our evidence locker, because we're really cute like that. And then Hatef Aesthetics is our big sponsor, and they're really the ones that have made this all possible. So thank you, Hatef.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, September 27th. Get your tickets.
Yes, and it's always a Sunday fun day. So it'll be an earlier thing, so you can really...
Doors are at noon, shows at 1. We're done yapping by about 3. We'll hang out for a little bit if you guys want to talk true crime. Because it's a room of people that sometimes... Because you know how when you bring this up to certain people who don't like true crime, and we're like, we have a true crime podcast, and some people look terrified like we're going to pull a shank out. This is a room of people that get it.
It's so hard, it's hard because, and anyone who's a fan of true crime, it's almost like you're saying you're a fan of, I don't know, anal plugs. Like it's something you don't really want to talk about.
I know. She likes to talk about it all the time.
It sucks because every time when
taboo, sorry.
Yes. It's like, and because we're true crime and comedy, if you don't get it, then you 100% think that we're psychopath.
Right.
Crazy, fucked up people.
Right.
And so it's just really nice to be in an environment where you're talking about the things that like genuinely interest you, and you're in a safe space.
It is a very safe space. We've had people come to the show by themselves before our live shows just to meet other people and hang out and like talk about things that you're interested in on whatever level and for whatever reasoning and not be judged.
So as fall starts to creep along, it's going to be obviously in Owensboro, Kentucky, September 21st. Oddly enough, is the date that, oh my God, will you shut the fuck up? September 21st is the date in Owensboro when the temperature finally starts to cool. And so luckily enough, hopefully we'll have some actual fall weather, and it'll be the perfect accoutrement to your fall festivities. It's going to be great. We love you guys so much. Don't forget, don't get mad.
Get sassy.
We love you. Bye.
We love you. Bye.
This episode was sponsored, edited, and produced by Wonderboy Media. Get the deets at WBOYmedia.com to see how you can make your podcast dreams a reality.
Help us out and be sure to rate, review, and subscribe wherever you listen to our audio project. Don't forget, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at, of course, a couple of Sassholes.
Want more sass? Become a member of our Patreon for bonus content, merch, and more. Plus, we're on Cameo now, so there's even more ways to get the sass you need just how you like it. As always, don't get mad.
Get sassy.
Theodore, can I pet that dog?